Today, Talk That NOLA has the privilege of sitting down talking to Generra Woodfork. He is the owner of BSB Entertainment, and just really excited to kind of have you on to talk about what you're doing right now. I know you're kind of in a new phase of life. Now, tell me what your event is coming up on Christmas Eve. You have an event to give away toys to kids out in your community.
Yes, it's a joint collaboration with BSB Entertainment and TRealty. And, it's just a way for us to help underprivileged, underprivileged kids, and parents to give their kids a good Christmas.
Where did this idea come from? Because I know, growing up as a kid in New Orleans, I'm sure Christmas was huge for you, kind of a big part of your upbringing. So where did this idea come from?
Looking at the youth today, it's like a lot of things that I was doing as an adolescent. It's just like things changing. I mean, we was big on toys and Christmas and going out playing sports and stuff like that. It's like things changing. You don't see that no more. You don't see the kids in front of the door with the basketball goals and basketballs and football. You don't see that no more. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I came up with the idea. A lot of the things I came up with as far as this idea to give the toys back is really to kind of bring back the old feeling of New Orleans and New Orleans childhood.
Talk about your experience growing up in New Orleans. What was childhood like around this time of year? Some of your greatest memories.
Oh, my greatest memories, my mom didn't teach me Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? My greatest memory was riding around the different stores with my mom and my daddy, picking out what I wanted for Christmas.
That's beautiful, because who's really paying for those toys is your parents. So
right,
they need to get the credit.
Parents. Yeah, your hardworking parents.
And talk about some of the kids you are hoping to kind of reach through this effort.
I'm honestly hoping to reach the kids that whose parents are dealing with poverty. You know what I'm saying? That's not really able to give those kids the Christmas they want. I'm just hoping to aid them, and because things like that could really change a child. You know what I'm saying? Not getting presents on Christmas, that could really change a child, make them think about ways they could get money to be able to get all the things they want and stuff like that. So I'm just hoping that I could help them and really change the path to some better child.
How many kids are you guys hoping to help this week?
500, at least 500.
Wow. What kind of toys are y'all giving away?
Oh, we giving away. We got a lot of good stuff. We ain't do the little $2, $3 toys. We got Nerf guns. We got VTech laptops for the infants. We got the LOL dolls. We got footballs, basketballs. We got the board games. We got Bluetooth headphones. Just everything, a variety.
So all ages.
All ages.
That's awesome. You got an Xbox?
No, I ain't got no Xbox. But we got a hoverboard and some scooters.
That's awesome. I mean, hey, they should be grateful for all of that. Let's talk a little bit about, your past. I mean, you are now into music and the music industry and kind of pushing that. But where had you been in the few years prior to getting to where you are now?
Honestly, in 2007, I was incarcerated for 10 years, from 2007 to 2017. Within my incarceration, I took several self-help classes. I took several college courses, several trades. And during that time, I decided that I needed to change. I come from a violent past, you know what I'm saying? So just during that time, I found myself. I can honestly say, if it wasn't for that time, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. It really helped me.
That's a long time to be down. I mean, what was there a point in that time where there was just like something that really hit you and like really struck a chord to make you really realize there's something I need to do, work on myself to kind of get to a better life?
I would say the year 2010, like the camp that I was incarcerated at, they had a privilege to where if you went so long without getting in trouble, you could get a picnic visit. So, by the time 2010 hit, by that time I had already been incarcerated for 3 years. And my mom was like, man, when you gonna ever get your life together? When we gonna be able to come and sit down and eat food with you like their families? At that point in time, I decided it was time for me to really make a change. Even while being incarcerated, it was time for a change.
What would you say to those kids these days? I mean, because we are hearing it on the news constantly, kids 10 years old, 12 years old out here, pulling car door handles, even shooting people on the street. What do you say to those kids? Because you came from a violent past. Where can they end up and how do they avoid going to the lengths that you went to get to where you were?
my advice to the kids would be to stay in school, just focus on education, because although I come from a violent background and a troubled past, I was always big on school. I was in a National Honor Society. I was in a 4-H club. So although I was into that lifestyle, I was very big on education. I would just stress to the kids, the adolescents, just stick to school, because education is important. Like a strong mind can get you far.
And I'm assuming some of the things you're seeing now is driving you to do the stuff you're doing now.
Yeah, most definitely. Like right now, I actually wrote a letter to the mayor. Me and one of my former classmates, we're trying to start a nonprofit organization that cater to that age bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like taking them places on the weekends, maybe even just paying for a haircut, things like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just small things that could curb the violence, the teenage violence. It don't seem like nobody really taking the steps to do that. So I mean, me as an entrepreneur, I feel like I'm the one that need to take those steps.
Well, thank you for the work you're doing, and I'm sure it's reaching some child somewhere, even one, will make an impact in their life. And where can people find out more about you and the work you're doing, or get involved in helping you with your mission?
I mean, they can reach out to me at Instagram. My Instagram is @BSBGunner. On my Facebook page is my first and last name, Generra Woodfork, GENERRA, last name WOODFORK. Or I could be reached via cell.
We're not putting your cell phone out there. All right, we'll hit you up on Instagram.
All right.
All right, thanks so much for joining us today.